In this video, I will be answering questions about our Hypnotic Tarot certification training. If we haven't met yet, my name is Guzalaya Davis. I am a hypnotherapist and board-certified hypnosis trainer. I'll get straight to the questions. So what is this course all about? This course will teach you how to integrate hypnotherapy and tarot readings, meaning you will be able to hypnotize your clients while reading tarot. You can give a seemingly usual tarot reading and at the same time help your clients to overcome their challenges and trigger positive changes. And depending on situation, your client may be aware that you're going to hypnotize them and become an active participant in this process, or you will be using conversational covert hypnosis and your client will not even know that you have hypnotized them. Why that can be useful? Because often our clients come asking for help. Consciously, they understand they have a problem and they want to overcome this problem. But subconsciously, they may not want any solution to this problem. Subconsciously, their problem can be their comfort zone. Therefore, they will do anything to hold themselves back and sabotage your work. In these instances, combining tarot and covert hypnosis can trigger true miracles. If your client does not understand that they are being hypnotized, they're not going to resist it, and all your suggestions will be taken in without any difficulties. Of course, we are operating legally and ethically. You are going to have all the procedures and paperwork in place, letting your clients know that they will be entering an alternate state of mind. And you will be transparent that you are a hypnotherapist. You are maybe an NLP practitioner. You are using special linguistic patterns in order to help your clients. And with the training, you will receive a pack of templates for necessary paperwork. So who is this course for? You need to meet two conditions. You need to be a trained hypnotherapist and you need to be able to read tarot. Because in this course, I will not be teaching hypnotherapy or tarot. In this course, I will teach you how to integrate these two modalities. If you are trained in conversational hypnosis, this is Measure Plus. If not, don't worry about it. At least for the beginning, you can use the scripted phrases. I have scripted hypnotic linguistic patterns for each of 78 tarot cards. After a bit of practice, you will not need that, but in the beginning, it can be very helpful. Will I receive a certification? Yes. You will be a certified hypnotic tarot practitioner. Is this an online course? Yes, it will be on Zoom. What materials are included? Besides the Zoom training, you will receive video tutorials, demo sessions, a workbook, hypnotic scripts, and hypnosis audio recordings. Those are for your own enjoyment. Is there support after the course ends? Yes, you will join our community on Facebook where you can exchange ideas, post your questions and pair up with other practitioners so you can exchange sessions for practice. And you'll have access to me. You can write, you can call, you can text me, and you can join our Zoom meetings where we do healing sessions, where I can answer all your questions, and we also talk about business building. Another question. I am a newly certified hypnotist and I'm struggling to build my business. Everybody's advising to pick a niche which seems contradictory. I'd suggest you do not worry about niching yet. Yes, think about it. If you like something, start building practice around that niche. But while you do not have enough experience, while you don't know what kind of clients will be attracted to you, you need to open yourself to all the possibilities. And you also have to be very realistic. Nothing is forever. Nothing is staying still. You are going to grow. Your taste and your needs and desires will change. You will want to do different things. Market is constantly evolving. Look at what's happening with the economy right now. People say riches is in niches. I am observing bankruptcies in the niches. When quarantine happened, when markets started changing, many businesses did not survive because they couldn't adapt. They couldn't adapt because they locked themselves into a tiny box, into a niche. Some of the practitioners that I personally know could not recover. They simply had to close their practice and go find a job. One of my friends was a Reiki practitioner. Quarantine happened. She couldn't see clients and she couldn't adapt. She couldn't do distance healing. She couldn't do coaching. She couldn't facilitate meditations online. And I have offered help to her many times. She could have learned all those skills, whether from me or anybody else. She could have transformed her business and continue thriving. But she kept repeating, no, I am a Reiki healer, this is all I do. And it's it. And even when quarantine ended, she couldn't get enough clients coming back. Things have changed. And I can share an endless list of examples like this. If you are especially passionate about some niche, embrace it, build it, but make sure this is not a single source of your income because it can dry up at any moment. And when it comes to field like hypnotherapy, it's already tiny niche. You already have very small market. Even at this day and age, not everyone even understand what hypnosis is. And there is still so many religions that forbid hypnosis. Understanding that, why would you want to niche down and cut out most of your potential clientele? Down the road, once you become famous, well known for something, and people will be coming to you for that, you can forget about everything else. But if you're not there yet, do not cut off all the possibilities. Do not chase yourself into a tiny box. Do not repel all the potential clients. When I just started building my hypnotherapy practice here in America, I only was interested in metaphysical hypnosis. I thought I'll be mostly doing past life regression. But I had people calling for smoking cessation. I had people calling for academic performance. I had people calling for public speaking fear, for fear of flying, with chronic pain, fibromyalgia, arthritis. I had people calling with stuttering, weight issues, sleep issues. If I was saying no to all of those, I probably would not be in business. It's not easy to build a hypnotherapy practice, thriving hypnotherapy practice, which will provide you full-time income. Don't make it any more difficult than it already is. Before your calendar fully booked and all your bills are paid, you need to be open to all the opportunities. You need to try everything. It's not possible to predict what will take off. And for the future, understand, If something works very well now, few months later, it may not work anymore. Everything changes. You need to have plenty of tools in your toolbox. You need to constantly train and expand your knowledge and expertise. And you need to be adaptable. Otherwise, you are not going to survive in this business. So why am I offering this course now? Because I know how difficult it is for new practitioners to build a thriving practice. And I know from my own experience that tarot market is much bigger than hypnotherapy market. It has much broader appeal, and it's so much easier to gain clientele for tarot than for hypnotherapy. Again, I'm telling you from my own experience. And it's not only easier to gain clients for tarot, it's also the kind of clients that come for tarot reading. Super open-minded, willing to experiment. The connection you will build with these clients is going to be so different, so much deeper. They will become your long-term clients. Once you build that connection, they will be open to try all of your services. Hypnosis, energy healing, coaching. I like to give the example with smoking cessation. When you have a client coming to you for smoking cessation, how many times are they going to come back to you after they quit smoking? If you are any good at what you do, you will never see them again. Sure, if they're really pleased with your service, they may give you a few referrals, and then they will forget about you. When you have a tarot client, they are coming back to you at least monthly, usually every couple of weeks. And even if all they want is to come for tarot readings, you know they're coming with some questions, they're experiencing some challenges, they worry about something, they have some pain, they will share all of it with you. If you are a hypnotherapist, you picked for yourself a helping profession field, all you want to do is to help. Does it really matter how they come to you? What for? You are still you. You are still driven by your genuine desire to help them. And with your experience, your training, knowledge, you know how to help them. You are trained in hypnotherapy, you know to make it effective, you have to step into your client's world. You have to speak their language. You have to package your hypnosis in a way it will be received. Here you have a person coming for tarot reading. All you do is you wrapping hypnosis in the tarot. It's usually only in the very beginning practitioners have problem with trying to separate modalities, trying to package their services that will make sense for their clients. It will not take long for you to understand that clients come to you not for a technique, a protocol, a modality. They come to you for you. Doesn't matter what kind of diplomas and certifications you have. They hear you speaking, they maybe see your video demonstrations, and something click. This person speaks my language. I know they will understand my pain. I know they'll get me. And once they'll get to you, once they are in front of you, you'll know instantly how to help them. When I work with my clients, I don't have to choose which hat I'm going to wear. Am I a psychic today? Or a medium? Am I a shaman? Am I a hypnotherapist or a profiler? All of it is part of me and my desire to help. And I never had a client coming to my appointment and saying, well, Guzale, I was hoping for another protocol or a different technique. They don't know the difference. If they did, they wouldn't be coming to us. How the actual appointments may look like. Of course, in the training, I will be showing you, I will be demonstrating how I run appointments. But now to describe it simply, if it's in person, obviously your client will be sitting across from you. You have a desk with your cards. If it's Zoom or Skype or whatever platform you use for virtual appointments, just like during any regular appointment, you'll be facing your client. The only difference between that and regular hypnotherapy sessions, you're not going to have them closing eyes or lying down. You are not going to induce very deep trance. You are going to use conversational hypnosis. You are going to use reframing techniques. You can beautifully incorporate Ericksonian style hypnosis. Tarot now, well, that's not to diminish the power of tarot itself. It is a great tool for analysis and even therapy. Here you will be using tarot not just as metaphors to slip in, to hide your hypnotic suggestions, but also as prompts. You're using everything that is available during appointment, everything that your client gives you. What are they sharing with you? What are their complaints, concerns? What are their goals, dreams? You are also implementing everything that is happening in real time. And you are using what the cards are giving you. The imagery, the symbology, the meanings of the spread. And because your client is not in deep trance, not passively receiving your suggestions, the client is active participant. It becomes this beautiful dance. It becomes very dynamic process. You know how sometimes a client comes for hypnosis, you spend some time on the phone talking with them, you spend some time asking questions. During the intake interview, they will tell you what hurts, what bothers them, what they want to achieve. And then when you are ready in the hypnosis session, they may interrupt the session and say, this is not what I want. They may have a sudden insight, as they may say, no, I don't want that anymore. Well, that is the best case scenario, that they interrupt the session and change their mind. They can change their mind and interrupt the session, then you can adapt. But some clients will not say anything until after the session. They say, well, I saw this, or I understood this, or I heard this voice, and I realized this. And that is the beauty of conversational hypnosis. This is an ongoing process throughout the reading and your hypnotic work. Layer by layer, they can unpack the real issues, the real root cause. They can gain deep understanding of their situation. Another common question I get is about the choice of cards. Does the deck matter? No, it doesn't matter at all. You work with the cards you like. My appointments are minimum 1 hour long. And in that hour I can go through 6, 7, 8 decks, sometimes even more. I just keep layering. Just like during classic hypnosis session, you're not just going to stop talking when you run out of the things to say. Here too, you need to keep talking, and because you're doing reading, you need to keep pulling out cards. It also depends on your style, the way you read cards. I know some readers will pull out just a couple of cards and they can talk about it endlessly. I pull my cards pretty fast, continuously, without breaks. Another question people ask often is about the spreads. They also don't matter. And again, it depends on your style. If you need specific structured spreads, nobody's stopping you from using those. I don't do those. I just start pulling out cards, put them in one row to keep the story unfolding, second row, third row, depending on how much space I have. Then once I've run out of space, I start layering on top, and then you get the connection between layers, and you go back from one layer to another, and then I run out from one deck, I pull out another. It doesn't mean that I'm now only reading the new deck. I continue connecting them to the previous cards. You layering like this, and you can start to see how these cards just continue the story you already told. And you can do it endlessly for as long as your time allows. So to answer your questions, spreads do not really matter. Not in your regular tarot readings, not during hypnotic tarot reading. Spreads are great for when you are just starting and you need some structure. And it also can be a selling point for when you are marketing specific style of readings, specific spreads. But in hypnotic tarot, it's not really applicable. We are selling full hour appointment. Even when occasionally I take in new clients for tarot and they have not worked with me yet, they have no idea what to expect. Sometimes they ask, what cards are you using? What spreads are you doing? They may even say, well, I want Celtic cross. Can you do Celtic cross, or can you do a gypsy spread? I usually say, do not worry about the spreads. We have full hour, will cover everything you need. Another question, what if your client comes for reading and doesn't want to be hypnotized? I never actually had anyone telling me, do not hypnotize me. I have it written in my forums. I also explain it to a client, to new clients when they book for the first time. I also send instruction for preparation for appointments. I prep them just like for regular hypnosis session. I tell my clients, you will be in trance state during my readings. And they sign the paperwork. And still, it happens so many times. We'll have a reading. And then during our next appointment, or maybe they'll send me a message in between appointments, Guzale, I don't know what happened during the reading. I feel different. It's as though I've been hypnotized or something. And I always reply, of course you've been hypnotized. Remember, you signed the paper agreeing to be hypnotized. They come to you voluntarily and ask for your help. And you are transparent about your process and you cover the legal side. They still may not be aware that you have hypnotized them. They may contribute their results to some magical powers or divine forces, and it's totally fine with me. So if that sounds like something you'd like to do, I am inviting you to learn hypnotic tarot with me. If you've never trained with me, know that all my classes, all my courses, it's not just a simple process of transferring information. It's always self-discovery and healing process for every participant. Our classes are fun, interactive, and we have really good community. You'll make friends in no time. Well, I'll wrap up for today. I am hoping to meet you on Zoom and welcome you into our community.